Hey, can you hear me now? I think it's working. Yes! Audio problems. Always audio problems. Always just problems. Can't always just work for me. All right, I'm back. My camera, it looks better now. I took the green screen effect off since I don't have the green screen set up, and my audio is working. Sorry, I meant to try all that before I started streaming today, and actually that looks really bad. What happened? I'm just looking at my camera's not in the right order. Did I move it? There we go. That looks better. Fixing things, fixing things. All right, stream should now be back in order. Everything's working. We're here. All right. So today I want to continue on with gMusic and do some fun stuff with it. Last week I was playing with things and the downloader was happening twice. It wasn't happening twice. I ended up looking in deeper and realizing I was queuing two songs, so it's supposed to fire twice. And we had some weird issue that we were seeing where it wasn't caching the songs because it was getting a write or read only access. No, the access was failing, saying I couldn't open it because something already had it opened. It's only in the simulator. It's a simulator bug, so I'm not going to fight that, and I'll maybe throw it for later because maybe when we get the fancy Mac stuff where we can run an iPad app on a Mac, that might come back. But I'll just put this way down here. Check if download, it's actually the temporary manager works on Mac. There we go. That's all we care about. And we'll just add that there because it works. All right, I'm going to run the app, and I kind of want to see where we're at and decide what to work on today. Does anybody have anything they want to work on today? It's the XS, or is it the X? I can't remember. That has the other one. Let's launch the app. Last time we got really, really far. I'm really, really happy with where it's at. We've now made it to where that view is being used everywhere. We've got fancy stuff everywhere. We may revisit. Wait, why do I have red there? I was playing with something. gMusic. Nope, wrong gMusic. gMusic.Forms. I was playing with Page and I added in some color. What is all this code? Okay, I don't want to revert all that code because I don't know what that. Oh, I was just cleaning it up. Right. I can kill most of the stuff. I know what I was doing. I'm just going to disregard all that. That's all the same. Let's actually just reset everything. Discard, discard, discard. Visual Studio is going to be so happy with me. I was trying out new beta versions of the Xamarin.Forms, so I was all on the latest of everything. And let's just close the solution and reopen it. Didn't like that. I knew I was going to make it unhappy. All right, gMusic. Actually, realized I've got, let's close everything. That's all. Yes, don't save. Don't save. File, close workspace, close folder. There we go. All right, now VS Code's in a good state. Why are you saying this is unavailable? Oh, I just had to reload them all. It remembered that they were in an unloaded state, so it didn't even try to reload them. But we're working now. All right. So we've got the app. Let's run it for real this time instead of my weird state one. And let's look where it's at and compare it to the old one and decide what we want to do. All right, well, that's loading. Let's get the agenda up. I wonder if we should do some more UI work or if there's some back-end stuff we should do. We have some stuff we could do on Android. Where's my agenda? Here's my agenda. All right, we did this already. That was done last time. So, did I not fill this out last time? That's done. What was last week? Last week, a week ago, was the 12th. So agenda 6/12/2000. All right. So we're going to do a new agenda for today. Player bar progress week. Yes, I think all that fancy stuff, that was all last week. So 6/today's the 19th / okay. Now I did now playing screen. I did the padding stuff too, didn't I? I didn't do the titles overflowing, but I fixed all this padding. Because look at that. Padding is beautiful now. These fonts are all the wrong size. Oh, those don't have padding. They won't need much padding when I make them the right size. And I'd like to bring those in closer. All right, so padding, no, we'll just leave that because there's never-ending work that can be done there. Search screen. And last week we did on the now playing screen, we did, you were right, Sweeky, we got the progress bar done. With downloading. All right, kind of nice to get that stuff, those big ones done. That one was a tricky one. A lot to do on that, and it does actually work. Doesn't actually skip until I release. The downloader didn't actually update the progress when it was done, which is kind of funny. It's supposed to do a notification when it finishes. Oh, we may need to fix that. All right, so wait, what's going? Oh, I wonder if I should show the title there. What do I do here? Oh no, I don't do a title there either. It just looks blank. But I don't know what else to do with that white space. Maybe we just leave it. And we definitely need to. Does anyone know? Do we have a built-in control that will auto-scale this text to be smaller if it can be? I know I've got my UI tweaked right now in accessibility. Where's accessibility at? Under general, accessibility. Oh no, I thought I had larger text on. Then we just have that text too big to start with. We need to make that text smaller. Okay, let's look at the now playing screen. Let's clean some of that up. I think that's a good starting place. This screen is like never ending though. I kind of like to move on from it, but it really is never ending. All right, so let's find the time. All right, these don't have a size at all. Isn't there a named font size equals small? Let's just do that and see what it does. All right, and that's one of the times. And this one, we'll put that one to small. And then let's look at that title. That title should be somewhere right, top bar. Isn't that what it's called? Nav bar, not the nav bar. Mini player, mini player. We are not doing anything on its font size. We want to. Am I applying any state to that thing? I have my styles I can use, if I can remember how to statically use those. Oh, let's run that and see if the time looks better. I kind of feel like I don't have something good to just jump into right now. All right, let's look through the whole app and see how it compares screen by screen. We definitely need to do the swiping still. Oh, I don't have any of the colors there yet. We'll need those. That really is looking good. I'm really happy with how that looks. Search needs done. Artists, we can navigate to an artist, but it just takes you to all their songs. It should take you to albums. I think that's what I do on the old one. So takes you to their albums, songs. I like that control. And then this is like more stuff that they have like public that you don't have in your library. If you want more by that artist, gives you lots of fun stuff. You should probably put top songs at the front, and their albums, and let's just browse through their nonsense. What else they have? All right, so we need to do that. We definitely albums view is ugly. It's supposed to do this and then also get the additional tracks. Albums view doesn't do any of that yet. I can't even navigate. All right, we can't navigate on albums. Let's make a list of the missing UI. All right, so we need a search screen. We need artist details. Some of these might be fun to knock out today. We need album details. Genres doesn't do anything, it just takes you, if there's only one, it'll take you to what the details is of that one. This one might show more. This will take you to the artists and then into the details of them, of that artist. I'm pretty sure that's what this does. No, it takes you right into the album because you only have one album. That I don't know what I want to do there. Of course, genres here isn't going to navigate. We don't have genre images. Genre details, we need genre images are interesting. So I actually have this for playlists, and genres are going to use the same exact content. It's just the multi stuff. It'll make it a collage based on what's inside of it. So we need to do that still. Songs work fine. Nothing to do there. We have nothing for playlists. There's a lot of UI missing. Playlists overall should be really fast to build. The editing is what's going to be tricky, but just to add playlist support in there is going to be just, there's no playlist. No, this one does have playlists. Oh, is this the right account? These might be on different accounts. Maybe they're on the same, they might be the same account. I don't know. All right. Radio, we need radio. We didn't add anything for radio yet. And after that, settings, current playlist, we can remove that. We don't need that now. Now that we can go into our UI and get to the current playlist. That was just a hack until we had that, so I'll remove that. Then it's our equalizer and the console. The console's nice. I'll probably re-implement this because while you're running out and about on your device, this is something you want to have because you're not connected and you can't see the debug output. So all of my debug builds have this console. All of my release ones do not, and all of it's disabled. But it's nice to be able to jump into here and see an exception and see what happened. Maybe we built that today. It's really, really simple. Yeah, let's do that. Let's throw the console in. Why not? All right. Yeah. Maybe we'll do playlists and debug console, because I know playlists will be really simple to do. Like there's nothing to it. So let's build those out. All right. So I'm going to do the console. I'm going to steal a tad bit of code from the old gMusic because it's really simple. Let me update and close some of these, and let's update our topic. Sorry, having a tad slow start getting going on this today. I was working on another project and my mind is elsewhere, but transition's happening. It's happening. All right, topic. Let's do in-app debug console. Does that make sense? Does console debug? I don't want, it's not an interactive, that's well. Who cares? Close enough. In-app debug. Okay, so for this one, it's really, really, really simple to do. If we go to the old gMusic, I have a class helper in here to do part of it. So inside of shared, I think it's under data or helpers. Maybe it's in the console. Let me find it. There's something. I have lots of console.write lines. So that's not going to be instantly helpful. In-memory console. There we go. It's in helpers. All right. So this thing we're going to bring over and bring this thing in, and then I'll show you how we use it. So we'll walk through this code, and then we'll just need to build the UI for it. So this is my in-memory console. Really, really, really simple. And ignore this red squiggly line bug. I'm in an internal preview, and it still compiles and works. It just tells you the first line's always bad. Silly. All right. So with this one, I have a fixed size to where it orders them by date, or it's the date and the string of what comes from the console. And so that way it can't ever overflow. Right now I have it set at 1,000. So you can see the last 1,000 messages. So you never run out of memory, which is really slick. All right. Now all we're going to have to do, so I can even do if the debugger is not attached. I was doing that, so it didn't work in debug mode. But we can toggle that on and off. But all it does is when we activate it, what it'll do is connect into activate. That sets up that. Where is console.sound output to this? So now we are taking over the current console. So any console.write line anywhere will now show up into our stuff, which is really, really slick. All right, and then I have on here a notification for when it changed. That's what this thing is doing, is it goes through and will run and notify that there's messages, and it doesn't do it, just does it once every second, so that way it's not, if you're doing a ton of console, I didn't want to, originally had it to where it would update every time there's a console.write line, but if you think about your code and how fast those execute, the UI was updating too fast. So I put this in here to whenever there is messages, go ahead and do it. All right. So yeah, now all we have to do, and I just send a notification off so I know the console changed so I can reload the UI. And that's about it. Pretty simple. Okay, so now what we will do is we'll go into here and we will create a new page. And this will be our console page. Oops, I want to make that a typed class. I don't want to start from scratch. All right, so helper, no, not helpers. Add this into views. We'll go add new page, Xamarin.Forms page. And I'm not even going to do a XAML one. There's no point. This class is just simple and dumb. Okay. So what we will do is, and also I inverse my list. So I don't know if you noticed that, but the console.writeLine stuff, the latest, you'll notice that this is toggling. The newest stuff is on top. I just like that. In a normal console, it doesn't make sense, but for this, I just really like that. You can choose not to invert it, but I'm going to. So console page. All right, so this is a content page. Now in my old one, I was able to just I did a text view that just was giant. There was really nothing to it at all. So inside of iOS, there's a view controller. I have a console player view controller. All this does is, I didn't do a scroll view in this, did I? Oh, that's current playlist. I thought that double clicked the wrong one. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So I just did a UI text view. That's it. And I just had it to where the text view was allowed to scroll. And magic. It just works. So, and then the nice thing about having the latest stuff on top, you don't have to worry about scroll to position while you're doing it, which is also really, really nice. All right, so we're just going to say, can you make a label scrollable in Xamarin.Forms by default? Well, text. I'm just going to Google scrollable text just to see. I don't remember. Here we go. So they're saying use editor. All right, we'll just make this an editor. Equals, so Perfect. We will say content equals, I think you have to have it enabled to scroll. Oh, it won't. That's lame. Actually, if you edit it, it's not the end of the world. I'll just do a label that, all right, we're just gonna do a scroll view and a label. Oh, my mail program just quit. All right, so reformat that, new scroll view. Yeah, this will work. And edit, we have to put this in parentheses, editor equals new editor. Oh, no, we're doing label. All right, actually, I don't have music on. All right, so we'll make this a new label. What's that? Oh, I need a semicolon. Isn't that what they're called? Oh, scroll view gets content, right? I was thinking stack. All right, that'll work. All right, so now what we can do is override on appearing, override on disappearing. So on appearing, we'll do notification dot shared dot console changed. Now with this means content or label dot text equals, really simple. We'll just say in memory console dot current dot toString. Super easy. Bam. That's it. Oh, semicolon. How did I erase that? All right, so we've got that. Now I can go to our root view. Where's that at? That's gonna, oh, it's in views. We have our root view. And now I have these things, right? Where's the settings one? So we don't need current playlist anymore. It's dead to us. And I don't even think I have console on here. I just called it console because it's only in my own debug build anyway. I don't need to localize that. All right, so then we're just going to copy this. And instead of new settings page, we'll say new console page. And now we can wrap this in. If debug. Now we only have it in our debug builds. Now let's check it out. Hey, R2, welcome! We are building fancy in-app monitoring. To look like the old one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't activate it. Right. Right. Let's make sure we activate it. Current activate. I knew it was something like that. All right, that's it. So all we had to do was activate this thing in debug mode, show the view, which was nothing. Wait, that's the console. Our console page is just a label with a scroll view. And now all we have to do is every time the text changes, update it. Check it out! We need to definitely decrease that font size though. But now we can actually monitor our app inside our app, which is like the best thing ever if I use my app all the time and I want to know why is it broken. Let's just do some minor cleanup here. So we'll name that thing And then font size equals 12. I know that's tiny, but it's console. Consoles are allowed to be tiny. Let's try this again. But yes, steal this for your own apps. I highly recommend it. The problem is my console's bloody freaking noisy, and it started downloading TTX6Y72. That's not going to help anybody. So, I don't know. If it makes sense to make it an Easter egg and people want it, sure. But I just don't see why. Uh-oh, error, exception, sharing violation. That's the one that I was saying is a simulator only error, which is funny. But yeah, it would have been nice to see while I'm out and about what actually happened. Did I insert extra dot right? This one has like extra right lines in there. Yeah, so steal this. It's you copy the dang thing in, and then I use a notification, my notification manager, but it would be super easy to put the notification on the in-app in-memory console anyway. So, and you just need that and one other class of mine, my queue, because my queue, where is it? Fixed size queue, just so you don't fill it too much, so it doesn't run out, it doesn't crash your app from too much writing. But yeah, there we go. We've got a console. I like it. It's good enough for me. Console for debug mode. And if this console had like a text input to where it could react based on stuff, then I could see making an Easter egg, but I have no plans on doing that. But yeah. Okay. I'm liking it. All right. So we've got our console. Woohoo! So radio or playlist? What do you guys think? Any opinion? We need search. Search is kind of crucial. We will need to do search very soonish. Because without search and the pop-up menus, we need pop-up menus because without the pop-up menus, we can't add anything to anything. And we need to be able to add things to be able to make new playlists, add things to playlists, all that fancy stuff. All right, let's do playlists. I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna. Oh yeah. Well, the pop-ups are a global thing. We're going to build pop-ups everywhere. Everything gets pop-ups. So topic. That's right. Let's do playlists. All right, and playlist, is it done and I just didn't do it right? I don't know. Maybe I don't have any playlists. I don't have any playlists. Playlist is working-esque, but I don't have any playlists. All right, let's do create a playlist. What goes into create a playlist? I don't remember. All right, so this, we will say this dot toolbar items equals new. No, we don't do new. We add, don't we? All right. So icons. What's the best way to do icons in this? If I want to use like can I use my font icons for this stuff? Okay, I've managed to achieve this out of the box using Iconize Library. A new icon navigation as a parent instead of an icon page. There's a library that can do it. It's pretty old and archived. I like the idea of that. And it has the ionicons. All right, let's see what other people have done, since that's really out of date. Oh, it has no net standard support. Maybe we can fix someone else's library. They're saying do it as a... It's lame. It is not looking like it's built in. Font icon source spec closed. Was this built in? Oh, this is just for font icons, not for... But these don't take in... It's okay, let's do... Yeah, I don't know. We'll do this. I'm gonna do this, and then let's explore this thing. Problem is, you always want them to be images. I just don't want to have to give my own thing. Add button dot... There's an icon image source. Yes! All right, we're good. We're good, guys. We are good. Now, what needs figured out or filled out on this thing? All right, we're just gonna leave it empty. And do I need to give it a name? Command. All right. Let's just try this. I have no idea if this will work. And then we can do equals images. Let's go over to our fancy stuff. Helpers, images. All right. We need a plus icon. Instead of white dot accent, all right, and instead of icon settings, do I not have it? Oh, do you know why? Because I don't need it. Do you know what I did for my old plus icons? That's what I did. I think. We can go check the old code, but I'm pretty sure that's all I did. Wrong one. Let's see what this does. Oh, I don't have my icon, that's in, that looks good. All right, add button. Let's do this. How do I keep erasing code? All right, so let's run this and let's see what happens there. I'm pretty sure I just did text like that. Oh, that's so tiny though. Oh, wait. Where's the button in this one? Oh, original gMusic had a plus button. Later versions just did it this way. Add to playlist, and then it would take you to a playlist selection screen that would let you choose the playlist or add a new one. That plus is so tiny. So that's how the old one worked. I need to do these dang pop-ups. You do if you go to, yeah, you gotta go to it this way to get it. All right, the problem is I like this pop-up for iOS. Android, when you do this style pop-up, like, we have a Forms built-in thing for this, right? A toast style pop-up. All right, let's just play with it. All right, so if we go into, it's inside of our media elements cell. Let's just for kicks throw something in here. All right, so we have stack layout, stack layout. Just making sure I know right where I'm at. And this is in a stack. Okay, stack, stack, perfect. So now this one is going to be, did I build my image binding? Oh no, we have a built-in image button. Okay. So our source, how do I access font icon sources from inside XAML? I don't know if I can do that on an, okay. Is there something in image source you can do? I don't know if I can do that from XAML. I'm just trying to think how that would work. I'd need some sort of a converter. Dang it, why is all this stuff so hard? I don't like it. All right, so let's just I'm gonna do it the way I know how to, and I know will work. All right. And didn't I create my own image button as well? I know I did something. Oh, it's the toggle button. You know what? All right, so we've got that media items cell. We're already doing stuff in here anyway. All right. All right, so we're gonna do an come on, work with me. All right, what did I need to do on this toggle button? So on the toggle button, I have a font source. And didn't I have the temporary one? How'd I do those in the now playing screen? I think I automatically just faded it, which if I'm doing that everywhere, I should just create a control that can do that, because it's kind of lame to have that code all over the place. Yes, toggle delay. So silly. So silly. All right. All right, what's this complaining about? Cannot create. Was I? Oh, I had an image color toggle button. Just type it. It's all good. All right, so inside of here, we will have so on this one, I had the image color toggle button, and I would pass in. Does this do everything for me? I'm trying to remember what I did on it. Oh yeah, so it'll just auto toggle it for me. I can leave it as not white. Oh, but I'm going to toggle it to light gray. All right, so I'll have on color, off color. We'll just build it here. All right. Equals color dot, well, we'll do styles dot, do I not just have different thing of colors here? Let's go add some colors to this thing. I have accent colors right. Oh, I need to do current. Do I have disabled color? And then oh, light gray. And I don't know if I like their light gray. We might go grab my own. But now we have a disabled color. All right. Disabled color, off color equals, and these are inversed, I know, because I want it to pop when it's not on. And then when it's activated, current style go to the accent color, like it'll pop and then it'll go gray when you touch on it. So it'll have that interactivity. Tapped equals. And this passes the button in, and now we'll do throw that in there just like we did on there. And I think I just did that and then toggled it right back, right? I really need to put that into something better. All right, so where was I? Where was I? We're in the cell, right? All right. So now that should give us that. So we'll do root.child added. We need to set some properties on this thing. All right. Oh, and I need to also set the image. How was I getting the image source? So I just doing, okay, I was doing that. Images dot, where did I put that under menu? Oh, I haven't added this one yet. Let's add it. This one is more of a global one, so we're going to put it up here. And we have this. This one will be more details. More tall. That's the up and down one compared to the sideways. We'll leave that as, I'll leave it as white. It should be fine. See what happens. Okay. I didn't realize I strongly typed that. All right. So now we'll add this. This C# is just so verbose, it's killing me. All right. We also need to go in here and say vertical options equals end. What is it? Layout options dot end, because we want it to go all the way to the end. All right. Whew. That was a lot. That was a lot. Just to get this fancy button in there the way I wanted it. All right, so let's go. I blew something up. All right, something is null. What is null? My code is perfect. How could I ever do a null exception? Okay, set state. Okay, so right here, am I doing something in the wrong order? I need to fix whatever's blowing up. I'm wondering what I'm doing in the wrong order, because it worked when I did it here. Order can matter due to, so I did source first. If my source is not first, it blows up. So set state. Do that, and now when we set this source, let's go to the declaration of the source. We fixed that crash. What we should do set state. There we go. That fixes the order of operations issues. No more null crash. There's a built-in forms control for this, isn't it? Is there a pop-up that looks like that? Uh-oh. Didn't get the crash that time. All right, come on. What's my exception? Oh, I bet I have. I know. I have. This is bad. This is causing a cycle. I think we're causing some sort of a cycle. This when I added that. Good old Stack Overflow issues. It only went twice, then crashed. Am I smart enough to say if the color... Oh, that's not my control. It could be... Let me think. So let's just say... Let's make this smarter. Smarter is good. Oh. Let's see if putting this in here helps. I hate when I don't get a good crash. Those are typically a Stack Overflow when you don't get a crash. Report back. Why is that getting called over and over? All right. That wasn't, look at that. This is just calling set state, which is calling this over and over again. If image source equals value, return. Whenever you're doing these notify stuff, if nothing actually changed, should break out instead of setting the notification. Knew it was a Stack Overflow. I've dealt with way too many of those. All right, so we only change if it changed. That works, that works. All right. I think we just fixed our Stack Overflow. This right here. That gets called once now. Got called again. What in the world is calling that over and over again? Oh, that's all of these ones getting created. Okay, we're good. We're good. Multiple buttons, multiple buttons. And no crash. I told that to go to the end. To the end! Oh, I did this. Which style do you guys like more? There's only a couple of you guys watching, but do you like the long ones or the tall ones? I think the horizontal is more normal. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Let's close all this. Too much stuff open. We'll go back to images. Let's not do tall. We'll just do straight up more, yeah. Horizontal, good call. All right. So I want this to end and does not expand. Let's go back to the XAML of this thing. Make sure I'm thinking of this right. I mean, I could grid this because it really is a grid. I want that image always there and always the right size, regardless. There's nothing to recalculate ever. So grid is more performant here. Maybe we do that. Oh, right, I did all this dynamic resource nonsense. That's how I could do those sizes. I forgot about that. I should go back and watch my old video of implementing the styles. Okay. Sorry, going slow today. Really slow today. Just thinking. Shouldn't that end have done that though? What I wanted? Oh, that's vertical options. That'll work better. That's what I wanted. And all right, now we have. Oh, come on, I said end. It's not doing the right accent color. Why aren't those the right color either? Oh, wrote horrible code. Wrote horrible code. That's why. I didn't do that anywhere else, did I? No. Forgot to return. I only set the color if I was using the same exact color. I still want to know why that end isn't working. That's the whole point there. Color's the right color now. The whole point of end is to shove it to the right. So also, this is set to fill and expand. Tell that to fight for more space. Make that more aggressive, see what that does. All right, that's looking better. I probably should add a little bit of padding because I don't like it going underneath those. I always get these mixed up. Is padding inside? We're outside. Padding's on the outside, right? See if that's too big. All right, now that we have a button to show the pop-up, we can build a pop-up. All right, we have a button. Oh, I don't even know if I need to do the gray out because Apple's going to gray it out for me. Okay. That's right, we're going to gray it out. It's nice if you... Oh. Theirs has the hover state. That's what I need. Mine's not right. I don't know if Forms gives me the right kind of control for that. Okay, let's do the pop-up. All right, pop-up is tricky. Pop-up matters. So all the actions that the pop-up can do are the same, like depending on which screen you're on. But depending on what screen you're on, greatly determines what pops up in here. So let's do a pop-up manager. I handled it very differently before, but we'll go with this. Oh, sorry. Oh, this does not be a content page. All right, so now this is going to have methods on here. So we're going to have, so async. Let's just have, what are some of the options we have on here? We have don't I have, oh, what do I call that thing? Don't I not call it media item? Media item base. All right, so what we're going to do here is build something. Trying to think this through. So we're going to build a bunch of these on here that are all going to be the same. So then what we're going to have here is we're going to build a builder that will build our pop-up options. So let's just go with this. So public. I'm trying to think, I don't think I need, as long as the actions know how to interact from everything here. Add to queue, add to playlist is a tricky one. No, that shouldn't be, because we can just globally show that. All right, nope, we should be fine there. I think we'll be fine. So what we're going to need to do here is public, we'll do string title task bool action. And we need to create a bunch of these. All right, so all right. So now this code may get a little ugly. Oh, I need to add list first. Grab this. All right. So certain things, oh, I always put the title of what it is, and the title has no action. Oh, but that's different. That's on iOS. That's separate. So we won't even need to deal with that. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's kind of cool. All right. So songs get certain options, and also depending on the state. Play video, if it's a video, or if it has video. Add to queue, add to playlist, start radio station, download to device. Now, if it's already downloaded to device, or at least marked for it, and then I click on this, it'll say remove from device. So that has to toggle based on that track. And it's not downloaded yet, so we don't see the icon that it is downloading. I should probably do that sooner. Okay, so we have that. Let's look at like an album. Play next. Add to queue, shuffle, so you can just shuffle a playlist. Okay, I'm pretty sure everything gets add to queue. And everything gets play. Like, I don't know why you'd go to song play, but you can. Oh, I could leave that. Just tapping on a song will do it. But maybe we'll just add play to everything. All right, so this one will be easy. Return playback manager dot share dot play. Return task dot from result. True. Does play do it? Yeah, it doesn't even tell you. It just goes. What's that? Oh, it's async, so I don't even need that. You know what? It's going to complain and tell me I shouldn't do that, but it'll be fine. So we'll just return true. All right. So here, for this first one, we can just say always we'll do actions includes strings strings.play, and then we'll say action is going to be so now we know how to execute that when we need to. All right, so we'll just always have play. I'm trying to think if there's any place we wouldn't need that, but I think that'll work nicely to have this generic list for these actions. Songs has it. Radio doesn't need it because you just tap on it. I think that's playlist should have a play. So yeah, we're just gonna add play. We don't have play, but we're gonna do it. And if we're doing that, we also need to add shuffle. Which is super easy to do. Actually, what we'll just do is, yeah, we go here, dot share, no, not that. We would do settings, just, why do I have to do that twice? Shuffle songs equals true. That's it. And now I can just return oh. All right, perfect. That's done, that's done. So now we can just go into here, strings.shuffle. All right, I like how this is going. This is going to make a nice little thing for us of like asynchronous actions, tasks. It's just tasks, and then also the state. What it should do. All right, so everything's going to get shuffle. Everything's going to get that. I also like play next and add to queue. Maybe play next and add to queue. I like having both of those. We'll just add them to everything. Maybe we'll change our mind on this. What did I do? What's that complaining about? Oh. How did I do that? Okay, get that back in a good state. So now what we'll do is we'll just copy this one. And this one is, instead of that, it will be super easy. Oh, that's a task. So now we'll just put this as play next. And then we'll copy this one. Did I call it queue or in queue? Add to queue. Oh, I just add the song? We'll fix that. And is that? It's not. Play next. All right, we're just, oh. I don't know how I did that. I wonder if I hit some fancy hotkey I didn't know about. All right, so play next dot queue. Is that? Yeah, it's the only one I have is add to queue. All right, so now we've got a couple actions. Certain things will get add to playlist. Adding a playlist to a playlist doesn't make sense to me. You might want to add a genre to a playlist. I'm trying to think if there's any of that stuff we'd want to do. All right, let's fix this. Oh, it can add a list of songs. So we could do something to get the songs. So if we do play... Oh, this doesn't do album, songs, genres. Radio stations can't be added to next. That would be weird. We can't. And we can't queue a radio station either. All right, we're going to have to start breaking things up. All right. So trying to think what they have that others don't. So now what we can do, the queue stuff needs to go next no matter what. That's all right. We'll just say has queue equals so media item is radio station. So we'll cast these out and save them. And not. So that way we can use those later. So now if has queue, also radio station doesn't get shuffle because you don't need to. Hey, lucky number 11, thank you for the raid. Holy cow, there's a lot of you. Welcome, welcome. We are building a music app for iOS and Android right now, and we are doing some fancy pop-up stuff. So super, super exciting. Did I do that right? Checking my syntax. Oh, I'm missing a curly brace. Missing a curly brace or parenthesis. All right. So yes, welcome. Yeah, who doesn't like a pop-up? So this is an old app that I've written, and I'm rewriting it. So this is the pop-up we're doing, so you can interact, and here's our new app that we're building. So you can like click through, and when you want to like, yeah, adjust all the stuff. So yeah, we're building this view right here, and right now as we're building it for iOS and Android at the same time. The old app was only iOS. So we're just defining some of this behavior and how it works. And yeah. So next, since we were working on the playlist screen, let's work on the stuff to add a playlist. We can add playlist. Now here we can just say, I'm wondering if we want to add everything to a playlist that's not similar to the queue stuff. Maybe we'll just go with that for now. Actions dot, and so right now we're building up, we built a manager to create all the functions, so that way this will all work nice and cross-platform regardless of how we use it. So this will help us to know what the title and the action should be for each of those buttons. And those menus are very different based on what type of an item you clicked on, a song versus an artist versus, yeah, a playlist. So right now we're filtering things based out on some of that. So this one is add to playlist. And only certain things can create radio stations, so we also need to deal with that. Actually, this is one I think they're going to have to handle themselves. No, we can do it here. I think we can do it here. All right, so we're going to add this media item base in here again. And this is the base class that all of our stuff subclasses from, so our songs, our artists, and all the things like that. So it makes it really easy to just throw this generically onto any of those. So after this, we'll do some UI to actually pop it up. I think we've got enough. Also, throw this in here. This is the app we're building and the source code to it. So you can even go look at it if you'd like. All right. Now let's go build this button action thingy. So now that we have this in a generic way, we should easily be able to just go, what do we call that thing? Pop-up manager? Let's throw that in there. Dot shared. Okay, it went. Okay, shared dot create pop-up options. And we'll say that this is the binding context. Yeah, we'll just do as a media item base. I know how to hit my spacebar right. All right, so we've got this. So this will give us var. All right, perfect. That'll give us some pop-up items. Now I think, I'm trying to remember if on Forms the API for this. So if we go, what is it? I'm page.pop. There's some sort of a pop-up class. I'm trying to remember what this is. I don't want a modal. There's like a picker. We might be doing our own custom one, but I didn't want to do that. There's alerts. I don't want alerts. I want this, the action sheet. That's what I want. We're going to do an action sheet. All right, perfect. And so let's create an action sheet of this thing. Now we'll go var action sheet equals new action sheet. Actually, does this give me... Oh, I do it all in there. Okay. We can do that. So title is going to be... let's cast this out so we don't have to keep casting it. So we'll have our var item equals... This will give us our media item base. We can just grab the title off of it. Put this in here. Now we can go item.title. Did I do name? I think I did name. All right. So this will just be strings dot strings dot. I don't like this API of needing two things. I wonder if I put null into here, what that'll do. All right, so now we just need to do items dot select. Oh no, pop-up items. So what we'll do is we'll just go grab all those strings, pass those into there. X dot title dot to array. And now we have this. So now we'll just say, let's throw this here. Actually, we'll do this right. Equals this. Now what we'll do is we will await, so that way that this delay to remove our highlight can keep going, equals, var result equals await task. This will give us the result of what came off of this thing. Did I miss a semicolon? Yes, I did. All right, so now we'll have our result, which will be which string. Oh, it's going to be string? This should be a dictionary then. Because I don't want to loop through those. This is inefficient, but we're going to do it for right now. Maybe we'll re-architect this. So var action equals pop-up items dot where x dot we might build a different pop-up because I don't know if I like this anyway. So x dot title equals result. We'll just do first or default. That way if it was the cancel, it won't find it, and that's fine with us. So if action action, this isn't the action. This will be so we'll say selected item. So now we'll say if selected item is not equal to null, we now have the action we can execute, and hopefully our code will just work. We've written a lot of it, right? Should just work. It's always true. So we'll say if selected item dot action is not null. All right, because the default one will come back, and then we'll say await var success equals, and we don't even care about the success. Maybe we'll show an error message if not, but that should be good enough right now. Now we'll do selected item dot action, and this should work. Whew. Scary doing all of that and hoping it's gonna work. Uh-oh, build error, build error. Oh, okay. Our queue stuff, we're gonna have to fix that stuff. All right, run it again. Run it again. Ignore the fake errors. All right, run. Run, little app, run. Let's hope we have pop-ups that look something like this. Oh, item with that key has already been added. That's in... Oh, is it actually it's actually calling those actions. I did this wrong. Totally did this wrong. Okay. Windows, close. Let's go back to our pop-up manager. I totally did the API wrong. I know what I did. Okay, managers, pop-up manager. All right. These need to return an action. Called an action, didn't make it an action. All right, so now we'll do this as list of action. Much better. Much, much better. All right. So now play will just be slightly different syntax for me creating this. Do that again here, and then it should be happy. All right. Oh, that's a function, not an action. Wait, no, I'm trying to think. Maybe I did this wrong. It wouldn't be a function. I might have confused myself, guys. All right. So what I want to do is fire this action, which will return a task. No, that's what's passed into it. So I do need a function. These need to be a func, not an action. Now that's happy. All right. And if you have questions on why that is, I have no problem explaining what that is and how that works. And what I'm doing. Or why I needed to change that. Now the old thing won't work yet. Because I can't just await that. I need to go to that view now. And let's find the view. Let's go to that cell, which is this guy. All right. So now this is better. All right. That'll work. So the old way I was doing it, as I was creating that, I was calling each of those actions automatically. So I was just adding everything to everywhere, which I shouldn't do that. I should wait until they click on it to then go do that action. All right, so let's click on this. Check it out! That worked! I need to add my global tinting. Let's do that. Just because I like having the global tinting. So app delegate, apply styles. All right, so every time apply styles is called, we'll do this dot, is it tint? Hold on, I can do it at the window level. I should do it right here. At this point I should have a window, so I should be able to do UI window dot main window root. Is it current? No, these ones you activate it and make it, there's a different word. Key visible. I totally thought I could just get that there. Oh, app.key window. That's what I'm looking for. Dot tint color equals styles dot styles dot current dot accent color dot to. I think I just need. There's something like that. There we go. Now that color will be the same. Now we'll have pretty colors. And did it do the split for that? I can't remember. It did. It did. Perfect. But it didn't do the color. Why did it mess up with my accent? I wonder if Forms is setting an accent color somewhere, but I don't think we do. This dot, because isn't this is the app delegate? So if I do this, app, no, there's nothing to get the application from that. I thought I really could do UI application dot main dot key window dot. Does that get the right one? Is that right? No, that's main. All right, we're not fixing the color yet because I'm trying to remember how to do that. This I thought would have done that. That's interesting that didn't. Let me put a breakpoint there. Would have liked to have got that color right. Why didn't that work? Oops, no, I don't want to attach to process. App.keyWindow. Keywindow dot end color. That NS color. Is it not going to tell me? Oh no, there it is. 255, 255. That's not my color, is it? 43. Oh, that's actually really. No, that's the right color. Okay, that was the alpha, so that's the right color. That should force it to use my color. Unless something else set a tint. Alright. Fight that another day. Alright, so we got a pop-up. Let's see if this works. So if I go to songs and I tap, oh, I didn't want to tap on that one. Let's just go to always and I'll press play. That switched. Alright, pop-up, so that's working. Let's go shuffling songs. Oh, with a song, it needs to do a different action. So we'll want to fix that. So artists, shuffle. Now if we look at our current plays, it should just be, that worked. That totally worked. Let's try Taylor Swift, which should just be 2 songs. Play Taylor Swift. Oops, wrong swipe. Wrong swipe. Gives us the 2. Okay. Pop-ups are working. Now if I do play next. Wait, did I fix play next? I think I have that commented out. Oh no, it worked. Play next totally worked. Check it out. And it put them before that one. Now if we were to queue them, so let's go and queue Blink 182. They'll be at the end if I finish add to queue. No. Uh-oh. That did not work right. They inserted it in the wrong place. All right, let's see why. We're getting somewhere though. Pop-up Manager is working. I know we only came here to work on playlists, but we haven't gotten to playlist yet. But hey, we're getting somewhere. All right. Oh, queue's not even set up. Oh, this is why. Look this. Play next. Add to queue. Why is... Go faster, computer. Go faster. It's like it's in slow motion and behind me. What is going on with my CPU? BZ Transmit is using 100%, and Windows Server is using 100%. All right. Oh, let's just do this as Q, which doesn't do anything yet because I didn't build it yet. But hey, we're getting somewhere. Okay. I like it. I like it. Let's make sure all these are bound right. Play, shuffle, play next, add to queue, add to playlist. Add to playlist. So add to playlist is going to show our pop-up manager, our playlist manager. So what we do here, so we'll do, let me double check songs really quick. We do an action on this, right? Yeah, on selected. All right, so we're gonna have a separate mode for this thing. So we'll say public bool is all right, so we'll say is selector or is picker. I like is picker better. Is picker makes more sense. I'm the worst at naming variables, so if you guys ever have any better names, tell me and I'll do it. All right. So now override on appearing. Now if is picker. Oh no, I'm in the wrong code place. Is picker. And actually we want to just say we need this add button elsewhere. The reason is this button could show up, or a view on appearing could come into two cases. One, we presented it. The second time you clicked on the ad, it's going to do a little pop-up to let you enter the text of the name, and then it'll go away and select that one, but it'll show back up. And we don't want to add that button twice. We need to make that bigger font or something fancier. All right. So if is picker and add button equals null. So if it's null and nothing's been done, we're going to add it. Already contains, oh, it does already contain a definition. I had two of them. All right, so we have that there. And we're missing curly brace now. Perfect, that's there, that's there. Let's test this thing out. So by default, we're not going to have that. And then if we go to our pop-up manager, what we'll do is app.current. Right, also we're going to need all right, so now we'll override item selected var playlist equals args dot selected item as playlist. This should never happen. Hi Kaya, welcome back. Dot right line. Oops. I'm working and people are watching me work. So they're watching you now. Normally my door is closed so the kids don't come in when I live stream, but every once in a while they come in anyway. All right, console.writeLine. Why is this not a playlist? This should never happen. I don't even know why I'm console.writeLicing this because I don't know how it's possible. All right, so now we'll say playlist selected So actually, let's wrap this. If is picker, because this will only be set up if it's a picker, else we need to navigate. And we don't have the detail page for this yet. Actually, we might. So this dot push navigation dot push, we should have new song. Just the song page. Didn't I add something on there so I could just say where I could assign a media item? Oh, right, because I did it on the album artists. Oh, I generated a new one. So we might do that again. That's right, we're just not going to navigate for now. And we have more visitors today. I don't know why they're so interested today. Go talk to mom. I'm working. Talk to mom. They're all just one at a time going to come say hi now. What, Chase? I don't care. You can play Nintendo. If your stuff's done, Chase, go talk to mom. All right. So now we might have someone playing Nintendo behind us. Thomas, what are you doing? What? What? Okay, you can say hi. So he wanted to say hi and run away. All right, so we're just going to have this here. Where were we? So we were doing current app dot, what is it? Main page dot present or dot push. Do I need to do navigation dot? All right, so now I could just do push modal async, and also Forms by default doesn't have a cancel page on the left-hand side, which is where it should be. For now, we'll just put it on the right-hand side. New playlist, or sorry. Oh, and we need to, that doesn't need to be an action, that needs to be a task. Right, we're gonna change this. I just did that whole API wrong. We're gonna make it fancier. So I don't just want to wait for these callbacks. I hate callbacks. I hate callback hell. Like, no one likes that nonsense. So instead, we will public task. What do I name this thing now? All right, now this we will do. Let me first add this one. Kids. Now, I like doing the syntax so we don't create it until we need it. Not that it really matters, but... dun, 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 and then... Oh. There we go. What's it complaining about? This makes this... cannot be tied to... That should work. That's right, we'll just new this thing up. They're lightweight. I totally miscopied. All right, so let's do this again. And then we'll just return tcs.task. These task completion sources are like amazing. If you don't use them, you're missing out. All right, so that'll create that task for us. So now instead of this, try set result playlist. All right, now what's going to be nice is we're going to also add up here. So I think I need to add it first. I can't remember the order of these. This dot add new toolbar thing, and we'll say it's name. So strings dot cancel, and then we'll just say null for that. Now all this will do is tcs.try set canceled. So they canceled. Perfect. It's exactly what we want. So now pop-up manager, what we can do here is now, wait, sorry, we want to do, all right, so we'll start here and say var page equals new playlist page. I want the playlist page. That's what I call it, right? You're gonna come say hi too? All the kids did. My wife just lurking in the distance then. She doesn't want to say hi. Oh, it's playlists. Plural, plural. Oh, she closed the door. That should be the end of the kids. We missed one. One of them didn't make it in. Playlist page. All right, so now we can say is picker equals true. All right, so that's our picker. And now we can do page dot. And now await. Okay, now we need to wrap this since we have a try set result. I mean, try set canceled because it's going to throw a task canceled exception. And we'll just say, okay, so now right here we'll say, so we'll set this playlist. Now what we'll do here is we'll say await page dot, what I name that? Wait for play. There we go. All right. And I can spell playlist right. All right, we'll say playlist equals that. Perfect. All right. And really, task canceled exception. All right, so they canceled. We're not moving along. We'll now say we need to, now that we have the playlist, what do we call this? I think I just need to go, don't I have music manager? It can take care of it for me. And it can technically throw, I think, as well. Actually, no, it just returns success or not. So we'll just return this. Now we don't have a way to create playlists yet. We're getting there. But we're getting somewhere. All right. So now let's do add playlist. Can we do an alert in Forms that just tells us to return text? That's what I did in iOS. I just did the iOS text one. Pop-up entry. Input dialog. No, that's old. I want a newer one in case someone's already done it or talked about it. I don't want someone's fancy control. Maybe we'll use a fancy control. But I'd like just a built-in, I want an alert. I want this. Here's one. Ooh, I don't want to open full screen. That's ugly. We might be doing our own custom ask a question. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh, I don't want to build something big like this. All right. We are going to use cheap little hacks because I am all about cheap little hacks. And I just want to. So then it'll be completely native too. All right, so we'll go to our app. And we're just going to throw some more fancy nonsense on here. I think I just need string and then the two buttons. Public static. Oh, sorry, this will be a static task. Get input text. String message. String. Okay. String dismiss. So we'll just do this. All right, now public. Trying to think how I want to implement this thing. Public func. So this needs to be. So this is. I'm trying to remember how I want to name this. On the other one, I did. I don't have any of these on my old stuff. Let's go look at the old app. I just want to remember how I named these. Like I said, I'm the worst at naming. So shared app. So I have alert function. That's what I call it. So we'll call this. Ooh. We'll call this one. All right. So now this will just be. And actually, I don't even need to null check it because I want it to throw an exception if it hasn't been implemented. All right. So now, oh wait, I need to pass that stuff in there. So first it needs. That's what it is. There's title and there's message. We'll just go title. String, okay. String dismiss. I like doing these little fancy things so that way it'll make it nice and easy to do. And this will just be message. Okay, and dismiss. There we go. Now it's typed on the other side. Oh, I spelled it differently in the two places. All right, so now we've got that. So now I can just go over to iOS and we will quickly implement this. And then we'll need to do Android later. App dot, what did I call that thing? I called it, can't even remember. My memory's so bad. All right, action. No, it was text input func. There we go. Now I think, sorry, my music just made some weird noise. In my old one, I have an iOS pop-up that we can just steal that already has that wrapped in a If not, we'll just quickly wrap it, but I totally thought I did. That's not for input though. Text input alert. I knew I had one. I knew I had one. And it just wraps it for me, uses the new or the old API based on which version of OS it was, but we're only going to support the new one, so we won't have to do that. Beautiful. All right, and then I think I have the setup, alert clicked. Check it out. Here is the TCS. How is that used? Right, look, it's even the right API. And then I just tell it what the view controller is. Okay. I wonder what the easiest way to get the latest one is. Yeah, I'm just going to write my own alert service. I'm being lame about it and just doing it simple like. We're just going to add these to forms. To our new app. So let's just copy this to renderers because it's the best place for it. And then we're going to rename it, name the namespace. So, oh look, I even take care of the OK for them. Why is that complaining? Does this not reference the localizations? I really do have all that done for them. Okay, so did I just generate a class called strings? No, I didn't see anything else. How'd that fix that? It added my localizations. Let's just build this, see what it's complaining about. It's just the one on the app delegate, right? Yeah, where I didn't finish coding. All right. So var text input equals, and this needs come on, I want you to auto fix it for me. Why won't it let me click on the button? Oh, is it that button? I thought that did the little. All right, so message. It was message. It was okay. Dismiss. Right? Oh, and it's not returning anything yet. All right, so it should be happy now. And I think I can undo that. No, it won't let me. And do I need to type this? Actually, I shouldn't even have to do that. I should just have to say, I'm just gonna do that. Okay, perfect. Cleaned it up a tad bit. All right, so now, what do I call that? New text input alert. X.title. Now, the thing I need to do is make sure I get the innermost view controller. So if the current view controller has something presented on it, I need to go through that tree. I have a cheap little hack I did in a different project. that we might go steal to make this work really easily. So inside of, where did I put that? I might have put it, okay. There's OS X, there's iOS. That has it, okay. Web Authenticator window. Oh, I used to do that, but I switched to doing it as a whole new window. Okay, if we go look at the history, the old code used to do it. I forgot I switched to that. When did I switch to that? Actually, we have source code here. Totally trying to remember when I did that. It was a nice fix doing that. How old is this? I thought I would have named it as the new window or something. All right, we'll just go to GitHub because I can go to an old commit. So with that, it's presenting a whole new view controller. So I was able to create a new UI window and then present it, which is really nice. It's actually better than doing this like hunt. Actually, I don't have any old branches. So let's go to commits and let's just go way the heck back in time. Sure. Something like that should be good. Browse files. Source. Simple auth, OAuth, OAuth right in here. There it is. There's my little hack. All right, so let's add this to an extension method. Oh, okay. Oh, I have this the wrong type. Oh well. All right, and then this is just going to be, wow, you can, I don't know if you guys can see how slow my everything is updating. All right. And actually, where am I even at? That's on the app deli. I don't even know if I don't need it there because being an extension is not going to help because I have nothing to run it off of. Now that I think about it. Like, what would I make an extension of? We'll just throw it here. All right. All right, so what this does, there we go. So if root is not equal to null, which is not allowed. Apple doesn't even allow that, but we're just going to do that just in case. It was shared application. That's what I was trying to remember earlier. All right, so now that I have this, I can be fancy again. What I have on that? I had present something. alert get text. And then do I do a cancel? I think I do a cancel, so we're going to have to try catch that thingy. Which, if it's canceled, I should just return null, I'm wondering. That's right, we'll just do it here. All right, so return get control. Now I can just return that. And now we have an alert function for iOS. Let's see if it works. It's always the hard part. You're like, you write all this code and you have to write so much. And then you're like, oh yeah, we can make this work. It'll work. All right, so we need to go to the playlist page. So we were doing that. Test canceled exception. We don't care about that. So now we'll say var new playlist equals. Now I'm trying to remember what do we want to say that I have. Actually, I think we have. Do I not have localization for this? I think I just did playlist name. Strings dot cancel. I should name it something not strings. Strings and strings is too close. All right, and then we can await this. Perfect. And now we have the new playlist name. If actually, let's be explicit. It's the name, it's not the actual playlist. I'm just going to return. Maybe we'll do a to do alert. All right. So if we have that, now we can go to Music Manager. Second time. Why am I not getting autocomplete? Because it is Music Manager dot shared. And this should have actually create playlist is only on the API, and I only allow that on Google. I want to double check on my old code how I did that just to make sure I'm not being crazy. So projects, and I just want to make sure I got that API right. View controllers. Playlist picker. Oh, here it is. Create new one, right? Pop-up manager, playlist name. Oh yeah, so I did just use playlist names. And then I get the service once I get that. All right, that's what I do. But I don't want to dismiss. All right. What am I doing? Undo everything in there. I didn't want to do anything there. All right, so extensions should just go die in a fire. Don't save. Let's do this playlist page. Except we're not going to dismiss. That API is wrong, but close enough. All right, so we've got Music Manager. What was the filter by? I don't remember what that is. Oh, okay. Filter by. This is why this is important. What this does is we tell it which class we're actually using, so we know if it's a song from Google, where the song came from. That's right. Totally forgot about that. And we're not going to do that. We're just going to do... All right, come on. You're killing me, Smalls. I think it's time to restart my IDE. It's all right. I'm almost done. And then we can end for the day anyway. All right, so what we're going to do here is we have this filter by, and we'll go set that in our pop-up manager. Like my text is delayed by like an entire second every time I type. Time to restart. Been coding too long. All right, so now we've got our filter by. Beautiful. And now we've got that. Let's throw some link in here. And now we've got our new playlist name. Except we're not going to try to set the result. Oh yeah, no, that's right. The question is, do we want to auto dismiss this thing? We probably should. Application.dismiss. Oh, it's pop, not dismiss. Pop modal async. I keep switching between stuff. All right, so now we'll do this up here. And we should have things. Which will create a playlist for us. Actually, I don't know if that all the way automatically created it. I don't think that did create it. I think we're still going to have to do something else to create that once this is done. But I don't create it. No, I should create it there. Go back a level. I just want to see how this is used. Pop-up manager. So we create one, we get the playlist. Ah. And I do have this. All right, so now let's go to here and do this in our same pop-up manager, and we'll be done. We'll have an add to playlist. I hope. And we don't have a spinner. I haven't built the spinner class yet. Actually, we don't need that saved outside of there. We'll just do that. All right, let's test it, guys. Oh, no, I did. All right. Oh, wait, and no, I don't even need to. Right here. All right. There we go. Let's see if this works. That was a lot of code. A whole lot of code. See if it even builds. Okay, what'd I miss? What'd I miss? Something's weird here. Go to definition. I knew I did something fancy with that I didn't want there. Now it should be better. All right, much better. All right, if this works, I may be done. We'll see. All right, build. All right. Ooh, Why is this not catching up? That's so weird. I was just trying to check and see if anyone else was streaming to... So my windows are going nuts. My whole computer is like dying. All right, so let's try this. Let's say adding to playlist. I used the wrong title. Wait, that needs to be in a navigation, or I don't get any of those buttons. It's alright. That's so fixable. So fixable. And I could be smart and say, hey, there's nothing, automatically just show the create. But maybe we'll do that another day. Chance of no one having any playlist is slim. And it's only once. All right, let's try this again. My mouse isn't working again, and my simulator's locked. So glad I'm not using this machine for all my transcoding. There'd be no way. No way at all. Wouldn't be possible. Hey, we're catching up. We're catching up. Wow, this is insane. And there's not really anything going on in my CPU. Windows Server, Mono's doing some stuff from the build. I can't drag this window. It's gotta work, right? Well, let's assume it works. Because I can't click to test it. Stop crying, computer. I need to get a new machine, and I have proof now. I can't code. I mean, it's time. It's time to update. I'm trying to scroll through Activity Monitor, see if there's anything locked up or weird, and I can't even do that. It's so funny. So funny. Ah, okay, all right. I clicked, but it didn't register it. Oh, there. Am I out of memory? I shouldn't be. I've got 32 freaking gigs in this machine. I am using 26 gigs. How am I using 26 gigs? Windows Server has 2. Visual Studio has 2. Slack has a gig. Google Backup has a gig. Let's just kill some stuff. Force quit some stuff. Let's reclaim some memory. Maybe then I can click. I shouldn't have to reclaim some memory to click. Killed some Electron apps. Oh, Visual Studio crashed. It's all coming back, guys. It's alright, we're about to reclaim. No, it didn't crash. It's telling me I'm getting the... Oh, that's something else. That Microsoft Error Reporting's bobbing, so I thought it was Visual Studio. Alright, I'm just going to quit. And we're going to restart the IDE. We'll test if this works. If not, I'm just going to be done because I have to restart my machine because it's really crying. It's amazing how easy it is to bring a machine to its knees. Just code. And let's reload this. No, Xamarin.Forms, that's too big. Dang it, I clicked it. That repo is too big. Oh good, it let me quit. All right. Try this again. The painful part of building stuff. All right, let's try this again. Everything's built. Run. Maybe after this we'll go check out sushi codes. Yeah, extensions can't be found. I deleted that. Hey, looks like things are working again. Let's hope the simulator lets me click. All right, let's click. Add to playlist. Pop up. Hey, no playlists. I want the cancel over here. We're going to fix that. We are going to do that. Not today. Oh, that's so ugly. Is that what mine looks like? Okay, let's do that again. Add to playlist. I like mine better. What did I do differently? And I have add. Yeah, those don't even look the same. This one looks so much better. We'll figure that out later. Oh, typing the wrong one. All right. I'm creating a playlist called Blink. We're not going to get the notification if it failed, but let's go to playlists. Well, that's interesting. I think it worked. I think we got a playlist and then it freaked out about something. Yeah, that list threw an exception. Why? I don't even know. It's alright. That's happened a few times. I'm going to have to track that down sometime. Just reference Xamarin.Forms source and figure out what is going on when I get that. Run it again. It was trying to get something at an index, but then the source said that it was at negative. So it probably is an issue with my source now that I think about it. No, not that one. Not you. Not you. This guy. All right. But it has... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is it navigating twice? Let's fix that, because that's weird. Wait, it navigated. I thought I didn't add navigation to that. That's very interesting. Because I said, oh no, I did. I thought I commented that out. Oh. Right, this can happen. When I unselect, it'll be null. That's why I was navigating. I was navigating when I select it, and then I navigated a second time when I unselected it, and it just went. All right, but we've got stuff working. So excited. Oh, I was gonna raid Sushi, and she just dropped off. But hey, 78 songs. We have a playlist, guys. And we can't navigate because I removed it. And it does play and shuffle. It's all coming together, guys. It is all coming together. Yeah, that was pretty exciting. All right. I think I'm going to end there, guys. This has been fun. Let's commit this code and get it up there. All right. So we added pop-up menu and playlist creation. That's pretty good. It's not bad at all. Still need to do the playlist details. Had a little rocky start, but we got through stuff. All right. Is there any questions? Is there anything you guys want to know? Anything you guys would like me to talk about before I move along? If there's no requests, I know there's a delay, so I'm waiting a second. But if there's no requests, I think I will end there. I'm really happy with how well this worked. Totally got something working, and that's exciting. And yes. All right. No one's talking. I guess we're done. I'm going to press my end screen, and then I'm going to start a raid, and we'll jump over to someone else. Who should we jump over to? I think we'll go raid Lana. Why not? Sounds like fun. All right. So thank you, everyone. Feel free to ask questions, interrupt me while I code, tell me I'm doing stupid things and to fix things. Always, I am able to. I like when you guys talk. I like when you guys help. So we'll just raid on. Thanks, guys. All right. Bye.